Greetings, my fellow freedom lovers and sovereign thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to the LO3 podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy mangroves of South Florida. And today's date is Friday, November 27th, 2020. Hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving and run around shopping sprees and all that. Just wondering how they're trying to do it with COVID-19. But just mellowed out by the New River. Nice and mellowed out here. Just still doing the bogus curfews in Himmershey after midnight. Some folks still don't want to go out. Many of them are brainwashed. Many people still live in fear and not safeguarding their own well-being. It's just one of those things, folks. One of those things. Try to listen to the top advisors and top scientists. They still couldn't figure it out. Question is, how accurate is the information? That's the thing. A lot of folks out there just go for hook, line, and sinker instead of examining the fine print. Or other words, observe responsibly. I noticed that. And it's a real shame. Can't inspire people like that. They gotta really look for it themselves. But no crucifixion. All gotta enjoy life. Have a safeguarding nature. It's always been in my memo. Okay? Spiritual memo and all that good stuff. That's why you always, try to take care of yourselves the best you can. Don't let anyone swindle you by any means. Try to not get let depression get to you or get your soul get gray really quick. So I'm just, just lounging out here and enjoying myself. And I'm going to be talking on one subject, one article from the Epoch Times. It's a reference to Los Angeles County, California. And it came out today. Los Angeles issues new stay-at-home order due to CCP virus. And of course, it's written by Mimi Nguyen Lee. That's what they have to say here. Los Angeles County announced on Friday a new stay-home order for 3 weeks amid a recent increase in known CCP virus cases in the region. The order from the County of Los Angeles Public Health takes effect starting November 30th and will last until at least December 20th. It prohibits residents from attending all public and private gatherings with those not in a person's household except for faith-based services and protests. Wow. Which are constitutionally protected rights. What the hell does that mean? Still scratching my head. Sorry, folks. The order imposes occupancy limits various businesses with 35% occupancy set for an essential retail business and 20% for non-essential retail businesses, which includes indoor malls. Biased as we want to be. A 20% occupancy limit is being specified for personal care services and libraries. A 50% occupancy limit is set for outdoor facilities, including fitness centers, museums, galleries, zoos, aquariums, botanical gardens, mini golf batting cages, and go-kart racing. Residents are advised to stay at home as much as possible and wear a mask to cover their nose and mouth when they are outside their household and around others. All At all the public sites, people are advised also to keep at 6 feet of distance from each other. The order also closes all public playgrounds. It also keeps in-person dining and drinking closed for restaurants, bars, breweries, and wineries, citing high rates of transmission in the community. Okay, so a lot of questions there, of course, and that customers are not wearing face coverings during their visit, which results in an increased chance of transmission of the virus. These businesses can still open for pickup, delivery, and takeout services at 20% occupancy. Schools and day camps are allowed to open according to reopening guidelines, and outdoor recreation at beaches, trails, and parks are still allowed. To those who recently lost loved ones from COVID-19, we send you wishes for healing and peace, Director of Public Health Barbara Ferrer said in a statement. With the recent surge of COVID-19 across our community, we must take additional safety measures to reduce the risk of illness and death from this terrible virus and protect our healthcare system. These targeted measures are in effect for the next 3 weeks and still allow for many essential and non-essential activities where residents are always masked and distanced. We know we are asking a lot from so many who have been sacrificing for months on end, and we hope that LA community residents continue following public health safety measures that we know can slow the spread. Acting with collective urgency right now is essential if we want to put a stop to this surge. Please remain home as much as possible and do not gather with others not in your household for the next 3 weeks. LA County Public Health reported 4,544 new cases and 24 new deaths on Friday. So when you look at that, folks, it's under 1%, according to this. The number of current hospitalizations is at 1,893. The county's 7-day daily average testing positivity rate is at 6.9% out of a 7-day daily average of 68,292 people tested. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has reported a total of 262,673 across the United States since the beginning of the pandemic. The CCP virus, which causes the disease COVID-19, can manifest as fever, cough, shortness of breath, and chills. A significant percentage of people who get sick with the virus shows no symptoms. The CCP virus, which primarily brings about severe illness in the elderly and those with underlying health conditions. It kills a small percentage of patients, while the vast majority of people who become infected recover, most outside of hospitals. According to the COVID Tracking Project, California saw 12,635 new cases on Wednesday. The state currently has 7,388 hospitalizations of the total of 1,171,324 cases that have been recorded. 19,033 have died in the state since the start of the pandemic. So interesting there. So when you look at that, it is under 1%. According to this, if you a little bit over 1%, maybe over 1%. So I'm about to do the math here a little bit. That's okay. The figures do not show how many people in California have recovered from the virus. So when you look at this, I'm just going to try something here. One moment. See what we can do here, folks. like this, and people that know me understand. I'm not, never say it does a show. I never said it was a hoax. But however, when it comes to politicalization of it, yes. Viewpoint. And I say that in good faith. And let me see here. Let me see. One moment here. I'm trying to look at something here. Yeah, I'm just trying to do a recalculation, of course. Okay, so according to this, you add it up, it's like a little around 1.6%. And there are other cases, like in New Jersey, which have lower cases, and the death rate ratio was like 5.2%. And Florida's like 1.6% as well. But how is this considered constitutional? Well, to be very frank, if you look at Article 1 of the California's Constitution, Declaration of Rights, Section 1 reads, all people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights. Among these are enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy. All right, so it looks like this county is trying to deprive that, and being very selective on how businesses should run. All right, so and of course, when you go further down, they should have the right to instruct their representatives, petitions for redress of grievances, and assembly freely to consult for the common good. That's Section 3A of the state constitution. Okay, so that how is that relevant? What this order's done? When you look at it realistically, nothing at all. And we could go down here as well on, of course, he did things on religion, so we could get that out of the way. And of course, involuntary servitude, slavery is prohibited. Involuntary servitude is prohibited except to punish crime. So they're trying to tell you what to do is a form of involuntary servitude. Is Section 6 of the Declaration of Rights, and Section 7. We hit 7A. A person may not be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, or denied equal protection on the laws. So we'll leave it at that. And you could, folks can read it yourselves. The rest of it here in Section 7. And I'm just browsing through here. All right, and like it says here, okay. 9, a bill of attainder, Section 9 now. A bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts may not be passed. So technically, legally, constitutionally, this order is invalid. All right, so that's a fact. And of course, habeas corpus, Section 11, may not be suspended unless required by public safety in cases of rebellion or invasion. There's no insurrection going on right now in Los Angeles County, and there's no official invasion. So this is the habeas corpus. They're trying to do it in their county is still unconstitutional. And we can go a little bit further here. Now, I'll just keep on going. Section 13, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. And searches, unreasonable seizures and searches may violate it, so you have to have a warrant. So they can't just go in there and tell you how to do your thing without a warrant, of course. And I'll just go on here. Just browse. I'm just on my phone. I'm actually just improvise. Cruel and unusual punishment may not be inflicted or excessive fines imposed. Okay, we can do that. And of course, eminent domain. Private property may be taken or damaged for public use, but only when just compensation ascertained by a jury unless waived has first been paid to into the court of the owner at section 19. So you're gonna give them full compensation, or you're gonna do the thing called gentrification, which is illegal. All right. So will the county will pay their livelihood tabs, and of course, I'm just looking around here. No. It's interesting here because Section 24, rights guaranteed by this Constitution are not dependent on those guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. So just giving you all that. All right. Then in the bottom of the last paragraph of this section 24, this Declaration of Rights may not be construed to impair or deny others retained by the people. So right there, that's another violation of what they're doing. And provisions of this Constitution are mandatory or prohibitory unless express words they are declared to be otherwise. That's section 26 of Article 1. And we can just go a little further. So victims' rights, of course. I'm just browsing through here, but there's too many contradictions what the county is doing. And I believe this: people should just do a recall vote on all those clowns that support it. You know, especially these bureaucratic hacks. They're very contaminating indeed. Yeah, so I like this section 31. Okay. I'm looking at this right now. Section 31. Not really intriguing here, but okay. Ooh, sorry about that. I just mellowed out here. So yeah, so nothing really here. Federal court orders, no, that's mostly parole considerations. And that's really it on this area. There's too many, there's multiple breaches of Article 1 of their own state constitution, which the county, Los Angeles County, the health director, assumes she's smarter than the supreme law of the Golden State. I just say get her ass fired. Do a recall. Call these clowns out. Don't be a bunch of yes people. And don't, like I said before, don't get me wrong. Always take care of the elderly, the needed, and the ones that have compromised health. Always take responsibility for your actions. That's how it should be done. Internally, family, natural law. What Article 1, Section 1 says. Truth of the matter is, folks, Los Angeles County, you gotta show them who's boss. What's your step? And that will be it. I thank everyone for listening and share us throughout your social media network. If you have any questions, comments, if you see something that's interesting you want to check out, whatever you do, please send your correspondence to Decorum. Decorum. Furthermore, I will leave the footnotes of this episode on my Spreaker page. If you want to contact me, you can hit me through email addresses, LokiLuck3@gmail.com or LokiLuck03@protonmail.com. And support the Epoch Times. You can give them a little donation if you want to throw some love to me. You could get me at paypal.me/LokiLuck3. Once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading the love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.